Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of any future shows. Feel free to leave comments down below, and please smash that thumbs up. It helps the show out. Hey, good morning, people. Got up, having my coffee. And I was looking at the Bitcoin market and the prices, the current prices and stuff, and thought about just doing this quick show on just a thought experiment, because maybe it's me. I mean, I'm new to the cryptocurrency thing. I'm not an idiot when it comes to stock trading and stuff like that. I mean, I was never really into it. I was always the when I was a CTO of an internet company, I was involved in getting people to invest in our company and stuff, because I was a network engineer. Tell them the how it worked and make it attractive to them and all that stuff. And I just kind of the president of the company, he used to be a Wall Street trader, so he kind of explained some of it to me. So, I just have this passing kind of understanding of trading. But when I watch the Bitcoin market, it's a little baffling to me because some of it doesn't make sense. So I thought I'd put it out there to everybody as a thought experiment. Maybe I'm not thinking right, and y'all can leave in the comments below what the answer is. So let me just put this hypothetical scenario out there. All right. So let's say you wake up this morning and you go and you open up your browser to whatever your favorite exchange is, and you look at the price of Bitcoin to the US dollar, and you see that, holy smokes, ever since last night, Bitcoin's been slowly going down and down and down. A lot of volume selling, and every now and then you get a little bit of green volume, but for the most part, right now there's a head and shoulders on on the hourly. There's a head and shoulders where the majority of the head and the right shoulder is all sell. It's all red, right? So you get up and the price has gone down. I think it was like $500. No, it was almost 1,000. It's gone down. It was almost hit 7,000, and then bam, it started to plummet again. Went all the way down to 5,800. Right, so that's over $1,000 in selling. So you wake up, you see that now. Now I don't know about you, but that might be an opportunity to buy a dip for some people, right? So let's say you wanted to buy the dip. Let's say that yesterday it was up at 6,500. I'm only spitballing because I don't know exactly where it was yesterday, but it was above 6,000. So, and you came in, let's say you got a bonus check yesterday, right? And you decide, well, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin because it looks like it's going back up, right? So you're just waiting for a nice dip to happen. So it goes from 6,500 to 5,800. It's almost $1,000 drop, right? So you're gonna try to buy the dip, correct? So now, presumably, you understand how to buy Bitcoin on the market. You can do a market buy or you can do a limit buy, right? So the market buy means that you're just throwing your money out there and hoping you get a good price wherever the market happens to be at that point in time. Your limit buy, just in case some of you don't know, those of you who are watching this to learn something, the limit buy is when you say, okay, I want to buy, but I only want to pay this price for it. I don't want to go any higher or lower, depending on what you buy or sell, whatever. Right? So you want to buy the dip. I'll give you a second to think about this. What methodology are you going to use to buy the dip? It's at 5,800, right? You want to buy the dip. What are you going to do? Limit buy, right? So you're not going to do a market buy, right? Because What if it jumps up to 7,000 right when you hit buy? Ooh, that would smart, wouldn't it? Right? So you're going to do a limit buy, correct? So if it's at 5,800, you might look at the price and say, okay, it's at 58.25. I'll put in my buy at, say, 58.26. Just a little bit higher to make sure that you get your shares or your coin, right? Right? That's a feasible method of buying it, right? That's presumably the way all of us would do it. Yet, for some reason, there's people out there that aren't doing that, and I'm a little confused because that's the way I would think that somebody would purchase Bitcoin. And here's the confusing part. So, thought experiment number 2, I guess, maybe, I don't know, which it might be part of the same one, however you want to look at it. This is all about scenarios and me seeking your help to explain to me how this could be. The price is at 5,800. Been dropping all night. All night it's been going down. Now this morning, about 6 o'clock this morning, which would be 7 o'clock Eastern time, almost on the nose. Say maybe 7:05, right? All of a sudden, the one candle closes at 5,800, and the very next candle opens at 62 or 63. That's a difference. So somebody decided to buy the dip, and they said, you know what? I mean, presumably they didn't do a limit buy and put in 62 or 6,200 accidentally, I would think, right? I don't even know if you can do that. Can you limit higher on a buy? I don't know. I suppose you could, because I mean, it's your money if you want to be a dumbass, right? Or they did a market buy, and by chance, all of these people who have been selling their Bitcoin all night at lower prices put in a limit sell. I think that was what it was called, right? I've never sold any, so I'm just, well, I closed my browser. I'm pretty sure it's a limit sell. $500 higher than what it's been going for since last night, since like for what, 8 hours at least, right? So they just happened to, at that moment in time, they said, I want, now this is everybody, there was not a single Bitcoin out there, right, that could be had at 5,800 when this dude, whoever this person or people were who decided to buy in, suddenly everybody decided that they wanted to, all of their Bitcoin to sell $500 higher than it had been selling for 8 hours. And the next candle opens $500 higher. I've noticed it doing this quite a few times since it was down at, what was it, 47, 48, whatever it was at, you know, when everyone was screaming, oh, please let it go up, please. And I made a video about somebody falling on their sword, right? So obviously, and now, mind you, the volume at that point was like itty bitty. I mean, it was just barely any volume whatsoever on the chart. So a very small amount of volume, and I just can't help but wonder what is the motivation and what causes people to, you know, suddenly. I guess, I don't know, maybe they're buying at market, and that somehow the market just happens to jump by 500 at that point in time. You know, I just can't conceive of how that's possible. I know in the normal stock market, crap like that don't happen. Interesting how it happens pretty consistently throughout the day in Bitcoin. Huh. So anyway, let me see if anybody's actually watching my show right now and making comments. I guess it says somebody stopped in, but that was about it, right? Now, seriously, I'm being a smart ass about this, because I have a pretty good idea what the hell's going on. And I might do a whole show about manipulating the market, but the easy way without spending a lot of money. But if you can figure out how that could happen, and I'm talking about from one candlestick closing to the next one opening, we're talking that quick, seconds. Within seconds, the market went from 5,800 to 63 in seconds when it's been selling, when the stock has been, selling off all night. Then all of a sudden this morning, what did I say it was? 7 o'clock this morning Eastern time, right? Presumably, a lot of people woke up like me and they're having their morning coffee, right? And they go and they check the Bitcoin prices. And holy smokes, the Bitcoin's been selling off all night. And I even saw there seemed to be a couple attempts throughout the night to keep it from going down, because it was selling. And then there was a couple of greens in there, like, looks like somebody's been trying to keep it from selling off all night, But that just could be maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what's really going on. Maybe the market, unlike the regular stock market, it's kind of like against the laws of physics, if you will, where you get a stock that's just plummeting. I mean, it dropped. I got it open now. It dropped. It dropped $1,000 a coin in 11. $21. So what is that? About 8 hours, yeah, somewhere around there. Right, 11. 22, 11. 10 hours. In 10 hours, it dropped. I mean, plummeted $1,000 a coin in 10 hours. And actually, it hit low before that, and then someone tried to bolster it up again. At least that's what I call it, because to me, that's what it looks like happened. It actually plummeted to 58 in 11. Wait a minute, what am I think I got my scale off here. Let me zoom this in and see. I might be. Well, that would be 2 plummets. So it went from come on, the 320 at midnight, or was it 12? Uh, 12. Okay. To actually the lowest price, 56 at 21. So that would have been 9 hours. In 9 hours, it plummeted $1,100 in 9 hours. The lowest price was 56. It went down from 68. So $1,200 it dropped in 9 hours. Okay, then someone jumped in here. It's just this one spike, right? It goes from what is it, 5,600 to 6,200, like that. Well, this is a 1 hour candle, so it wasn't like that, but there's one candle that brought it back up, and then the very next candle it starts dropping again. I mean, come on, people. When the stuff is going down like that, in what scenario does it suddenly and miraculously jump by 500? It's not possible unless somebody is manipulating the market. You just cannot have, for 9 hours, the price is just dropping like a stone. And then, like that, it jumps 500. No, it's not going to happen unless somebody's manipulating the market. Of course, back to my thought experiment. Maybe I'm wrong. You explain to me. Leave it in the comments below how you think that's possible, that within just a few minutes, it can be, because now, mind you, you got to think about it this way. If the price has been plummeting for 9 hours, the price is plummeting, goes down $1,200 a coin. So you got the one factor you have to keep in mind is that, well, that means that people are selling, and they are selling, they're not controlling what it's selling at. They're just letting it go, right? So somebody wants to buy, presumably they want to buy at the lowest price, the best price they can get, correct? Why would they pay $500 more for it than what it's going for? Right? Or do you think there was only one dude out there that sold it at 57, and then the very next dude to come along, who just happened to come along when people wanted to start buying, he was like, well, I ain't selling it that low. I want 63. Do you really think that happened? Yeah. Something to think on. Leave comments below. Tell me what you think. Till the next time, y'all take it easy. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of any future shows. Feel free to leave comments down below, and please smash that thumbs up. It helps the show out.